if I did what Anna told me to do, and I make a podcast where I talk about these things that I keep talking about with people over and over again, so that I can send them this episode.
Yes, hacking your business. I love that. Honestly, like I feel
Yeah.
like we overcomplicate what value is. And it's as simple as if you, a client, I always think about like when people go, how short can a micro episode be? Or like, how valuable can I do something that is like under 10 minutes? And I'm like, well, how many times do you have conversations with people where you're necessarily like not having a monologue, but like telling someone
Mhm.
how to do something in a very clear and specific way, and you covered exactly what they needed to do, and you even gave examples, and sometimes it's like 6 minutes and it's like done, and I'm like, why should a
Yeah.
podcast episode be longer than that if the delivery included everything that you needed it to be, right? Like it's as simple as that. And
Right.
people think that because they watch episodes
Yeah.
that are like 40 minutes, 30 minutes, they're like,
Mhm.
oh, that's like the standard. I'm like, no, like it does not need to be. People are busy, so why would you like do that to
I
yourself?
know. But then also, like, I feel like if you're, especially if you're a business owner, and it doesn't really matter what the business is. It could be plumbing. It could be, I don't know, biomedical research, or I mean, literally anything anyone does that's like kind of not as well understood. Like maybe it's sort of a niche thing or it's a new thing, and people have a lot of questions, and you kind of practice. You end up just naturally in life. People ask you what you do, they ask you more about it. You end up getting similar questions, and then end up trying out different answers. And over time, you kind of realize like what worked in trying to and explaining what you do and how you do it and why you do it. And so then you start using those things over and over,
Yeah.
right? And that's what I was like, oh, I've now come up with a couple really simple ways to explain these things about podcasting to folks, and I'm going to put it in a mini episode
Yes. And
so I can send it out.
yes, exactly. And you know that like they can listen in their own time. It's like I always think about podcasting as a way to convey information in a practical way for our target audience, whether that's a potential client, that's a current client, that's a person who is a freebie seeker, whoever it is.
Hmm.
Like it's just instead maybe they can't read because they're in the car driving, so it's a way for them to consume information. So when people go like, is this a podcast?